YouTube, welcome back to new cards, new card, monster card, Unchained card. Now, I am really looking forward to this because Unchained is a deck that I have played to a decent amount. I wouldn't say like extremely extensively, but when it first came out in Macedo with the new support and stuff, I played it a lot. I definitely can identify a lot of the issues with the deck and what the deck needs. So I think I'm going to have a good grasp of whether or not these cards are good. What would I give the deck personally? What am I looking for personally? I would like a bit of an end board. I think Unchained doesn't have an Unchained enough end board. I think the deck very clearly focuses too much on Caesar, which I don't think is very engaging or interesting as a card. I don't know if they're going to go in the turn 0 direction, but that's obviously, you know, something that modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is doing. And they also kind of don't really have any starters, per se. I want to say, until today, if you were to hypothetically start playing Unchained today, you're still playing, like, Tour Guide. Which, don't get me wrong, you know. Nothing wrong with Tour Guide. But, like, you know, I think they do really need just, like, a good, like, one-card starter. I don't think there is a one-card Unchained starter only. There is, like, pretty much exclusively two-card combos. With Unchained cards only. So, let's see what they got. All right. So... Whew. That's a fire type, alright. Unchained Ogre Shada. You can only use the first and second effect of this name each once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Any main phase, quick effect, discard this card, cost... Special a fiend from your hand, then destroy a card you control. That's turn 0. Destroy a card you control. What does that actually do? Do you summon a guy from your deck? Can you quick link with the dog main deck? You can't, right? So I guess maybe one of the new cards is going to do something. If a card in the field is draw a valid card effect of a card other than Shada while this is in the grave, special this. Place the ball when it leaves the field. Holy wow. This is starter and extender in one card. That's pretty... This is a very, very solid start for the deck. Yeah, so like I said, I would like to see like a normal summon. That would be sick. Unchained Ogre Shma. Massive stats, by the way. 2k defenders. You can only use the first second effect once per turn if the card is normal summoned. Special level 4 lower Unchained from your deck. Accept itself. Then destroy a card you control. It's just Tour Guide, but better in, like, every way. Wait, what? It's Tour Guide and it triggers an effect? Could you have asked for a better starter? That's insane. And, of course, when it's destroy a valid card effect, special and Unchained from your hand or deck. So, yeah, it also does the floating thing. So, that's unreal. Now, okay, so my biggest question here is, do you play Tour Guide still? 6 normal summons? You could play, like, 3 and 2, maybe? The problem with Tour Guide is the target kind of sucks. Because to really get full value out of Tour Guide, you need to summon Rhino. And you don't really want to play Rhino because it's just a brick. So maybe you could just straight up just cut Tour Guide now, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on what way you want to look at it. Oh god, there's a Link 4. And a Link 3. And a Trap card. And they got an all-art, dude. Sorry, Overframe? Are you kidding me? They gave them everything. So apparently this deck is missing 2 cards. And that's insane because assuming that any one of these end board pieces is good, like I think this deck is actually gonna just be meta, right? Like, I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, this seems ridiculous. Because they're not gonna hit the Fiendsmith stuff, let's be honest. So we got Unchained Enema Lord Yama. So it's Yama but 4. 3k, 2+, including an Unchained Soul, which is not the same as any Unchained monster. The Unchained Souls are the dogs, basically. Or the links. Yep. So 2+, including an Unchained Soul. You can only use this card's names first and second effects once per turn each. During your end phase, target up to 2 fiends in the grave that were destroyed and sent there during this turn and special them. But you can't special summon while you control either of those face-up monsters except fiends. So in the end phase, you just summon the 2 guys that were popped this turn. Why is leaving just Unchains on the field good? Oh, because you just put the Link 2 back on the field, I guess. So that's one of them. So you can just summon this. So you probably make this with Yama and Dog, and then you just summon back Dog, and I guess like maybe something else as well. So now you can just sit and link with it on your opponent's turn. If this card on the field would destroy a battle card effect, you can destroy a face-up card in either field instead. Either field? Wait, that's crazy. So if for whatever, completely unhinged reason you want to destroy an Unchained card, this guy can protect himself by destroying one of your cards instead. That's hilarious. Okay, so is this a good endboard piece? I mean, it doesn't actually, like, do anything. It just kind of brings back a guy that's better than him in a way, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Now, I suppose the benefit is that the dog is small, so it's 1800. So having this, bringing back the dog, just means that they can't go battle phase force dog by punching it. Because this will just, like, protect, right? So it becomes a little bit more annoying to deal with the doggy. Wow, a Link 3. This just needs to do anything remotely playable on summon. That's it. This just needs to do even the most basic interruption, and this is insane because dog summon bigger dog, and then so you link off with their monster, and then you make this, and then this guy ideally just farts on your opponent, and that's like 2 disruptions with your standard combo. You can only use the first second effect once per turn. If your opponent specials a monster, face up, target one of them, destroy a fiend you control, and if you do, negate the target effects until the end of this turn. Okay, so on summon of your opponent's card, you can pop a fiend and negate a monster effect. That's fine. Okay, not bad. When a monster effect is activated on the field, you control Link for a higher quick effect. Banish this from your grave and destroy the activated monster. Oh, wow. So, yeah, while this guy doesn't do that much by himself, he's facilitating this, which is basically 2 interrupts. So you link off with their guy, you summon this, you can pop itself to negate that monster, and then when it's in the graveyard, when they activate another monster effect, you banish it, and then you negate another card. All monster negates, though, right? Target one of them, destroy... Okay, so... I know I hate to be like, Konami, the negates aren't good enough, because negating is generally not interesting gameplay anyway. But there is, like, there's a lot of fixation on monster negates, right? Spell Trap negate, massive in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? So many good going second cards of spells and traps would mean a lot to be able to have a good out to like a going second spell trap. I don't see one. Let's see what the trap does. Unchained Syncretism. But what? This isn't a synchro deck. I thought this was a Link deck. You can only use for a second effect once per turn. Target 2 face-up monsters on the field, including an Unchained Soul Link. Immediate effect after this effect resolves, Link summon a fiend monster using only those 2 monsters. Wow, okay, so you can link with your opponent's monster, and then link with your opponent's monster again by flipping the trap card, putting this into the graveyard to then make this guy, and then in the end phase, or when something is destroyed, this will pop again, and then in the end phase pop again. Because you guys know what Abomination's effect is. When a card is destroyed once per turn, you can destroy a card. If a card is destroyed, you can destroy. If something is destroyed, you can destroy. And when that destroyed is destroyed, you can once per destroy. That's kind of the whole gimmick of Unchained. Yeah, I don't know, dude. There's 2 more cards coming. This is unbelievable. Literally, like, they just need, like, 1 playable spell card, and I think this deck is just, like, tier 1. I think this is insane. This is all... not including the fact that you can just do Fiendsmith with this stuff as well. Right? And Caesar, unless they ban that shit, is like the best card in the game. Okay? Alright. Now, do I read the comments first or watch the replays? Okay, let's see the replays first and foremost. I guess that makes most sense. Alright. So, let's see what this deck can do. Alright, so this is just like a average go second hand. Basically, we're going to showcase just a go second point here first and foremost. So your opponent, like, is, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And then you go, okay, we've drawn Shara. We go, activate the effect of Shara. Main phase, quick effect, discard. Special summon a fiend and then pop the baby. Special summon Sharvara, pop the baby, trigger the baby. Trigger this guy, special summon, set a card off the Sharvara, and then you get to pop a card. Then when a card is destroyed, Shara effect gets a recycle. There you go, boom. You have a disruption, turn 0. Pretty random average hand there, it's whatever. All right, here's the go first, turn 1 play. Just Shima. Shima? Shma? Did they mistranslate it? Is it Shima or is it Shma or what is it? Okay, normal summon Shma. Activate the effect. Normal summon from the deck. Rakeya. Rakeya effect when destroyed. Summon Shawarma. Link to into Yama plus the Shawarma effect. Set from the deck. Syncretism. Activate the effect of Yama. Search for Aruha. Aruha effect. Pop the baby. Special summon itself. Effect of the trap card in the graveyard. Special summon from the deck. The Sarama. Sarama reset the trap card. Pop the Aruha. Aruha effect. Special summon out the deck here. Shayama. Shayama plus Yama. Gonna link into Doggy. Shayama effect in the graveyard. Pop the dog. And bring itself back here. Triggering the Yama. Who then revives. And the dog, when it's destroyed, adds back. Cycle back the Shavara to our hand. Yama brings back Sharvara. Shima. Shma. We're going to call him Shma. Shavara in the hand. Pop the Sarama. Sarama effect. Special summon Shara. Overlay into the 6 here for Caesar. Overlay the 4s into... That's a Light Fiend. This is TCG legal. No close moon required. Generic Light Fiend in the rank 4 pool. And then you... So you go through the full Fiendsmith combo here. Bibbidi bobbidi boobidi. And then you make a... we're going to go for a second Caesar here instead. To go into the Link 4. So using the, what's it called? Engine. Unchained engine to end on the Yama instead. And then in the end phase, you also get the Soul of Rage and the Rakeya. All this, 1 card combo. Double Caesar, Solemn Warning, link off with your opponent's card, link off with your opponent's card, pop to protect, and I'm sure there's more here, so let's see. So what do we got here? Main phase Juan, we've got Caesar. 2, Solemn Warning, negate. Sharvara, when detached, gets to set follow-up from the deck. You get to set the Unchained Abominable, the trap card that revives a card from the graveyard. On the opponent's turn here, they activate some stuff to try and play in the main phase. Yugioh, Soul of Rage, link with their body. Now that you've linked with their body, you can summon out the new Unchained Doggy on summon, or when your opponent then special summons, you can pop a face-up Fiend and then negate a card effect. But then you can protect that with the Yama, so instead of destroying with the effect of him on the field to pop a card, you can then pop another card your opponent controls. So you're negating their card, and you're destroying another card they control because Yama protects any card in the field from being destroyed. Okay, and then you want to put this in the graveyard eventually. So now you link with another third body after you've Solemn Warning negated twice and popped. You link with another body your opponent controls into Unchained Abomination. And then the graveyard effect of the doggy, when a monster effect is activated on the field, you can banish this and destroy that monster. So if your opponent keeps playing somehow through all of this, you get to negate the monster effect, pop the body, triggering the Abomination, who when a card is destroyed, once per destroy, you can pop another card. Okay. And then you also have Rakeya, apparently as well. After all of this, you have Rakeya pop your own trap card, if absolutely necessary, to special summon out Abominable Soul from the deck here, to pop another card. This sacrifices your follow-up, obviously, but you get another pop, and then in the end phase, you get another pop, and then it's probably fine anyway, because, yeah, you got Engraver and Graveyard here. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. This deck is so fucking fun. Like, this deck is so unbelievable. I don't even care if it's going to be like tier 0, like the best deck, standard meta or whatever, but this is, I just love Unchained. I think it's so fucking fun. Like, it's so fun. New Rage does need to pop the card to negate, so probably doesn't protect. Wait, does it? Oh, wait, okay. Minor speaking mistake. If your opponent specials a monster, target one of them, destroy a fiend you control, and if you do, negate its effects. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, I guess you get 9 pops instead of 10. Sure, technically. All right, let's see what the miserable ass comments have to say about this. Unchained finally has a turn 0 play. Is it even good as a turn 0 play, though? You summon Abominable, but it's 1 pop good enough? Like, it's really underwhelming, obviously. Ogre, special summon, and then you have to go into the Unchained Soul and then discard a card. Like, yeah, it is really underwhelming, but it's something. You know, not all of us can be Holy Soothe, Fire Dark, right? Kevin is a girl? I don't know what that means. I know this is a distant coder deck, but what does that have to do with the girl? Is it because the card is a girl? But, like, this is also a guy. No? Okay, anyway. So far, they give good stuff, but no Searcher for Abomination Prison, but it's still interesting to see. Chara is a nice addition. It's a 2-card combo to summon your other Unchained and pop itself to summon another Unchained, but the real deal is the quick effect on hand during the main, which is a synergy with the new Link 4. Right, so it's better on your own turn. Would be destroyed, you can protect and pop a card instead. Yeah, so I guess if you end on... Yeah, you can get the Chara back to your hand with the Soul of Rage effect in the grave when it's destroyed. And then you can use the Chara in the hand to discard. Special summon pop. But that's like a 2-3 card combo. It's like generic, it's like Shma plus like 2 Unchains or 1 Unchained, like should do that. But yeah, I guess like on top of all of the shit, you can also use the Link 4 on the opponent's turn with the Ogre in the hand instead. Of trying to use it turn 0. Because it is actually really underwhelming turn 0. They finally gave a dedicated normal summon to Unchained it, and it's the best one. It's basically Unchained version of Tour Guide, but also the effect to pop to pull out more high-level monsters. And we don't need to play a Garnet anymore. And we don't need the Garnet anymore. New Link 4 Yama is good in the grind game. Keep reviving 2 popped cards is really strong, and the effect to pop any face-up card anywhere when this card is targeted by an Unchained effect to destroy it is really strong as well. Be mindful to Link summon this. You need Unchained Souls material. Yeah, I guess, like, one thing I've noticed about Unchained is that the grind game for the deck is, like, you burn everything out of the deck really quickly. Like, you literally, you get, like, Sharvara into rotation. You get 2 or 1+ Shyama out of the deck really quickly to just end on Caesar. So you basically just have like 1 Sharvara and like 1 or 2 Aruha in the deck by the end of like the full combo. So yeah, that's actually interesting. New Link 3 that's good in tandem with Link 4 Yama is the effect to negate when the opponent specials anything. Is decent, has a good grave effect to pop opponent monster by banishing when it controls Link 4. Okay, we're just describing the card at this point. As if Unchained Soul of Rage anguish the disaster enough to yoink the opponent's monster to Link summon, they give the trap card that can yoink the opponent's monster too, but it's good in tandem with the New Link 3. Yeah, so just to clarify, this deck is extremely insane at disrupting your opponent's monsters. Like, this end board, I don't know what this, like, most of this does to, like, Sky Striker, for example, right? Like, Tenpai or, like, something like, just, like, activating banger, like, spell after spell. Kind of hard to interact with it, I'm not gonna lie. It'll be interesting to see what this deck does against Full Loss as well, because I don't know if there's much. Maybe, like, a Rage Pass. Sharvara is waifu all the time. This is the best overframe, so fight me if you disagree. So you turn 0 Shara, special summon Shmaru, Sarama, pop what you special bubble, discard to pop as an interrupt. That's fine, not an amazing turn 0, but something. I don't see how I would summon the new Link 3 over SP when I use Soul of Rage during the opponent's turn. The new Link 3 is... Well, yeah, Soul of Rage making SP is actually really insane. It's gonna be hard to beat that. Sometimes you're Fiend locked. I don't think you'll be Fiend locked on your opponent's turn, though. SP might just be better, actually. It depends. Like, I think if you end with the Ogre in hand, the Link 3 plus Link 4 combo with Ogre is, like, really crazy. Link 4 locks you? When, though? When does it lock you? It's... target special enemy counter special while you control either of those face-up monsters except Fiends. While you control those face-up... Oh, okay. So if you bring back Soul of Rage with Yama... Yeah, it's kind of cool and interesting because they've designed it in a way specifically where they actually just don't want you to summon SP. Because I guess, like, whoever designed this was probably realizing Soul of Rage, Link, make SP is, like, standard, and, like, why they need to make something better than SP to justify, and that, like, you can't really power creep SP. Like, because Soul of Rage into SP is just too broken, right? Literally, link your guy into SP, banish another guy, and then you also have another banish for a third guy. Like, that's insane. So I guess they just straight up said, yeah, you're just not allowed to summon SP anymore. I mean, you could. You just need to not use the effect, which is kind of weird. But anyway. But yeah, that's it. Someone in the chat really wanted me to look at their combo, though. Okay, we're getting one little bonus thing here. I only trust Slenderman. Do we trust Space Coyote, guys? Better board, different one-card combo. Better board! All right, let's trust him. Moki Duelist. Guys, do we trust Moki Duelist? All right, let's check him out. All right, we're going to go and use Shayama, special summon Rakea, pop the baby, effect, special summon Doggy, Link 2, Shokan. I will say that Slenderman's combo did not play very well into Nibiru. It didn't go for the Caesar early enough, but let's see. So we bring out the Doggy with the Rakea off of the Shayama, Shma, rather, sorry, into the Yama, setting the trap card here, searching Aruha. This is all standard so far. I guess you went for Rakea directly instead of like Aruha to, well, did you go for Rakea? Anyway, I'll shut up. Okay, trigger the trap card off the Aruha search to summon Sarama. Sarama reset the trap card, pop Yu, bring out Shayama. Link into Soul of Rage. Shayama, pop the baby, special summon, trigger the baby. Special summon and trigger the Yama to bring back Shma. And from the deck, we summon Shara with the Sarama. This triggers in the graveyard here because we summon it back with Yama and you use the optional effect of Yama to special summon from the graveyard, then destroy a card you control. So you summon out the Shma from the graveyard and then pop the Shma again with the Yama, all with one effect, to summon out 2 level 4s at this point to make the Fiendsmith bridge. Now you go through the Fiendsmith bridge. I mean, this is all really ass into Nibiru, but I'm sure we can tweak this with 1-2 card combos to be better into Nibiru. Anyway, we're going to pop our own Soul of Rage here to recycle back something to our hand here. Oh, recycle back the Engraver, and then the Shara gets revived. Why does the Shara get revived? Just when a card is destroyed, right? If a card in the field is destroyed while this is graveyard, you can just special summon it. Yep, okay, so just revive itself for free. Add back the Engraver, so you get the bonus draw effect from the Necroquip here. Get a random draw here. You're going to draw a Maxi, trust me. We're going to make Caesar, then you do the track stuff. I think this is a little cleaner into Nibiru, maybe. Okay, recycle, go for the Engraver. We still haven't used the Grave effect, by the way. Into sequence, recycling for 2, 3. Going for 3 here. Do these array. These array link 3 into... Ooh, Promethean Princess. Bring back Sharvara. Equipping onto Desiree. Desiree negate the Promethean Princess. Now we can make the Dark Deity Yama. Boom, boom. There it is. Very nice. All right, Yama bring back Aruha and the Doggy. All right, so this is like even more interrupts for your opponent's turn. They made Desiree without shoveling back Engraver, cheating. Did they have another guy they could have used? Oh, maybe this is illegal. Ooh, maybe this was illegal. I don't know. Fiend lock. Fiend is not why that's illegal. Anyway. All right. This is legal for paper play. For legal reasons, that's a joke. I'm only joking. I'm kidding. This is Unchained, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed. I'm really excited for it. I think this looks sexy as hell. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.